And the bottom line to Kendrick Lamar is this. As it stands right now on July 22nd, 2024, Kendrick Lamar is at the top of the rap game. Period, point blank. Due to him defeating Drake, the number one artist, arguably in music, in a rap battle. Song for song. He has the number one spot. And it doesn't really matter who likes it. Everybody doesn't have to like it. All the artists don't have to agree. All the podcasters don't have to agree. But the majority says that he is at the top right now. But at the same time, we do have to let everybody have their own opinion. Even artists we think should love and like each other are going to disagree. All right, people, let's get right into it. Lupe Fiasco versus Kendrick Lamar. Is this a battle that is going to happen? Is this a battle that even should happen? Is this a battle that either artist really wants to happen? We're going to break it all the way down. Popular opinion right now on July 22nd, 2024, is that Lupe hates Kendrick and hates on Kendrick and wants to try to bait him into a battle. Now, part of me does think that there's some friendly competition there, and that is hip-hop. That's how it should always be amongst MCs. Every MC that is serious about the craft should believe that they are the best and be willing to prove that at the drop of a dime. Now, full disclosure, these are probably my two favorite rappers in hip-hop at this time. I think they both are at the pinnacle of being able to write rhymes and convey them in different forms and fashions and styles when it comes to MCing on a microphone. I don't see anybody doing it better right now than these two. Now, when it comes to concept and content, yes, they are very similar, but they are not the same. And I think the casual fan tends to think that they rap exactly about the same things. They really don't. I think Kendrick Lamar is more of a personal writer. He writes from his own personal perspective and experience. And I think Lupe Fiasco is a more, for lack of a better term, public writer. He writes more about societal and cultural issues, and he does that in an extremely creative way. They both do, right? So that's just a little bit about them, but that's enough setting the table. We're here for the drama, right? That's why you all clicked on this video. So let's get to it. Do these two dislike each other? Is Lupe trying to bait Kendrick into a battle? Let's go through some of the evidence. Now, years ago, we know most any static Kendrick gets comes from the Control verse. That was 2013. Okay, that's 11 years ago. Shout out to Drake for holding a grudge for a long time. Now, of course, there were many rappers who felt slighted by not being mentioned in the song, Lupe being one of them, as though they were being overlooked as some of the top MCs in the game at that time. Lupe recorded a song called SLR2, Super Lupe Rap 2, and he kind of responded to the song and responded to the hip-hop culture, to me, as a whole, and the fan bases as far as overlooking and disrespecting some of the better MCs, right? Now, newsflash. Most people in the industry, most of the artists do not think the other artists are as good as we, the fans, think that they are. We should all be kind of aware of this by now. And Lupe has made comments over the years, and I'll put one up on the screen right now, where he says, I'll put it to you like this. K-Dot is not a top tier lyricist to me and my standards when it comes to punchlines and bars. Now, the me and my standards part is key. Okay, his overall lyrics are good, his stories are phenomenal, but punchline, entendre, lyrically, I don't see it. Now, that is Lupe Fiasco's opinion. This is 2018. Now, he continued that statement. I've never been destroyed. Also, the only issue that the world thinks I have with K-Dot, and I actually do, is that I think his Control verse was whack and super overhyped to be a verse claiming that you are the best rapper. It was very weird. I was told it was just bait, but still, right? That, again, is his opinion as one of the best rappers of all time. He's entitled to that opinion. He's not a fan of Kendrick Lamar in the way that those of us who do not write rhymes would be, right? When you do something, you are less impressed with other people who do it. Most of the time, you have a better appreciation for what they're doing, but at times it cannot be as impressive because you understand the process and you understand exactly, the levels across the board among all the artists, right? So I think we get it confused because they're both conscious rappers, that they should have a greater appreciation for what the other does. And that just does not necessarily have to be true, because first things first, most of these artists know each other personally, and we never know when that can be into play. We never know what's really into play with how they feel about each other's art forms and each other as people. Now, Lupe has said many times that he loves Kendrick and he loves what he stands for. In those quotes that I just read, he gave him a lot of praise, but for some reason, because he doesn't feel the way Kendrick fans feel, he's supposed to be a hater now. And I think a lot of fans do this. It's the same thing with Drake and Kendrick, because Drake still feels disrespected by Kendrick and downplays Kendrick's ability, and vice versa. The fans are accusing both artists of hating on each other. And it's just that they're going to have a different perspective. All right, but let's go through some of the evidence of Lupe really not hating on Kendrick like we think he is. Let's play this clip first where he and the battle rapper Averb were talking. Now, I did a video on this before where I talked about it, where I did think this was a bit much when Lupe said this. But it was also kind of taken out of context because they were specifically talking about battle rapping and not just rapping in general. And this was recorded before Euphoria, before any battle songs were recorded. I think it was right after Push-Ups had been leaked. So just to give it context, this wasn't after Euphoria, this wasn't after any other battle songs really, but Push-Ups by Drake. So let me play it right quick.
Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick. Do you like? Okay, so is it by a long shot?
Not really. Drake got bars, which you know.
Okay.
You know that, so you know I ain't capping when I say.
For sure.
So I would give it to Drake. I think Kendrick's a better technically skilled performer, but I don't think he's a better
performer.
Yeah, that's a.
So okay, so you ain't never heard Kendrick and felt like he was one of the most.
Like he was what?
He was one of the most dangerous rappers.
No.
So Kendrick puts no.
You ain't never felt that.
Yes, I have.
Now, I'm going to cut it off right there. Again, they're having a conversation amongst two, and Averb is a very good MC, right? Two MCs about how they feel about a rapper. Now, again, they were talking about battling. They weren't talking about just rap in general. And Lupe clarified that further on in the conversation. I don't want to, because it's a long conversation. I want to keep playing it. But I want to go to also people misquote Lupe, and when he said that Logic was a better rapper than Kendrick on Hot 97, I believe it was. And when he was talking to Joe Budden on social media, he clarified that as well. I'm gonna play that right now.
Get Logic's number. Actually, I know somebody who has. I'm gonna call him.
Me and Logic piece was I did Rosenberg, and they were talking about Kendrick, and I was like, man, I was lightweight trolling Peter Rosenberg because he was all on Kendrick's nuts. And I was like,
always.
I was like, Logic's better than Kendrick. Then I was like, King Los is better than everybody. Better than Kendrick, is better than me. Like, don't get it fucked up. There's way better lyricists in the space. And he was like, Logic, what are you?
Now, there he's admitting to trolling the radio host Peter Rosenberg, all right, about Kendrick Lamar. And it's funny how that troll has leaped over the years to the fans. And it's too easy to troll you all about the artist that you like. Everybody's not gonna like who you like, who we like. Kendrick, like I said, is one of my favorites. So I don't agree with none of those statements, but I understand when somebody's trolling too. And I understand when somebody maybe is being overly competitive, in my opinion. But just the other day, I think it was yesterday, Lupe clarified his statements as far as how he feels about Kendrick Lamar once and for all, again, in a conversation with Joe Budden on Spaces, I think it's on X. And this is what he had to say.
You hate Kendrick.
No, I don't.
From love.
No, I love that.
Like, I love Drake.
No, you don't love Drake though.
You don't love Kendrick.
You actually dissed him. You got the first diss record.
You have actually dissed Kendrick.
You're right. I haven't.
Yeah, I know you have. It's me, nigga. All that shit you said in that room the other day, I was like, hey, dog.
No, I thought you was talking about the Control response. But everybody responded to Control.
I know, me too.
Yeah, everybody. So even you. But I never dissed him though. That was just the Control response. And I wasn't even talking to him. I was kind of talking to his fans.
Well, you got some interviews where you are the opposite of me. The same way I have like interviews or just content pieces where people could surmise that, hey, this nigga might really hate that nigga. You have the same just on the other end. That's why I love that this is me and
You're
you.
funny. Because we
That's true.
Like dark side, light side. You light side, I'm dark side.
No, this is not even like that. But I like to see two contrasting opinions from two MCs of our caliber. That's what I like. And I'm glad that my person beat your person.
But I genuinely don't have any issues. Like I really don't.
I'm not gonna force that narrative like the rest of the internet, because I don't have any issues with Drake.
I can't even say nothing without it. Like he just woke up today and I was like, damn, I just woke up. But anyway.
But I do like, I'll end with this. I do like when you say shit like, hey, I rap better than anybody, so take it however the fuck you want to take it.
That's the energy though, right? But
yeah, I like that. Don't explain where the 808s was made.
Oh, no, do that. Don't do that, Joe. Don't make I'll teach this. I know. Ooh, nigga, relax.
I know you on your. I know you teach it.
No, but I'm saying that energy of like, yeah, as a rapper, like you can love everybody. Like me and you got love for each other, but I will light you up if we ever got into a beef, right? On some rap shit.
That's debatable.
But you gonna try your best. I'm gonna try my best. Right?
That's much better worded.
My man.
Because when I was outside, you was one of the people I was looking for, and you never popped up.
But you handled yours. You claimed you didn't really have to do nothing because you took Pump It Up back from Jay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so you was already solid. You had kind of proved like, oh yeah, don't fuck with Joe.
Yeah, no, I look for people. Win, lose, or draw, I'm coming to the fight.
Yeah. But I'm on my kind of cleanup campaign because I got to do it. So that's another reason I jumped in here. Joe Budden community. This is Lupe Fiasco. I do not have a problem. No matter what was said in the past, what you think happened, what didn't happen, I personally and professionally do not have a problem with my brother in arms, Kendrick Lamar. No matter what you hear on TikTok or what a nigga said, I said, or did what I did, I do not have a problem with it. So can we please try to work together to start to put that narrative a little bit to bed? Because
I'm saying what he said about Drake.
Now, Joe Budden is lying, and I think he's trolling right there. I'm joking. But he probably is going to diss Drake tomorrow. Who knows? Shout out to Joe. Now, if you made it this far in the video, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. It's free. It costs you nothing. Hit that red subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell after that. And please share this video if you love the breakdown and the hip-hop discussion that you're hearing on this video right now. But now, getting back to Kendrick and Lupe. Now, does that statement mean that they won't ever battle? No, it does not mean that. It means that he does not have a personal problem with Kendrick Lamar. I'm sure his opinions remain the same as far as not thinking Kendrick is like this super world-beating rapper. You have to understand, if you were him, you probably wouldn't think that either, right? But you can't rap like him, so, and none of us really can, right? So that's where that's going to lie. And another factor is that, again, most of those statements, right, that were in critique of Kendrick were before the battle. Were before all 4 songs Kendrick released for this battle. So his opinion also may have changed, as many people's has, right? As Kendrick showed the level he can go to. And speaking of that level, Meet the Grams. Lyrics Explained on this channel right here. You'll see the link for that video at the end. Also, Mumble Rap by Lupe Fiasco, lyric breakdown. Also at the end of this video, click one of those 2 videos. Check it out. You'll see the depth and the genius of these two MCs. So make sure you click the link and watch one of those two videos here on Professor Lex Music, Hip Hop Explained. Thank you for watching, and we out.